Shine bright like a diamond. 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 Now I know for the Rihanna Navy out there, I know y'all upset that Mama is literally Mama. That Mama has turned into our resident Avon lady, our resident Mary Kay lady, but she looks happy. She got her babies, and her billions. I do it too. I would say, what y'all gonna do is take these albums that I was pumping out, churning out for y'all every year. Y'all gonna leave me alone. I'm finna go play in this makeup. I'm gonna go play with my man and play with my kids and play with my money. Period. Leave her alone. Leave that girl alone. Hi doll babes, welcome back to another video here on I See You Sis. Welcome, especially if you are new to my channel. This is your first, second, third, fourth video. Thank you for indulging in me and in the content I be posting on here. If you are one of my new followers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I've actually been really excited because a video I posted 2 weeks ago, at the moment that I'm recording right now, had 90 views, which I know you be looking on like YouTube and you be seeing all these creators with their tens of thousands of subscribers and their thousands of views and their thousands of likes. But I've been doing this for maybe 2 months. So I'm very happy with my, I think, 36 subscribers or my 37 subscribers and my 90 views. Like, it takes time to build up. So if you watched my video, thank you so much. If you liked it, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not, because it be lit over here. So, last week we talked about One Size and their brand new setting powders that I have here. They came out with a new setting powders about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I picked up two, one in their Ultra Peach and one in their Marigold. I really love them. I'll be using the Ultra Peach today once we get to that step. But today we are going to be talking about highlighting the face and the structure of it, what it should look like, and some tips and tricks for you to be able to use to make the process easier for you. This doesn't have to be hard. Don't be anxious. I know we were all there our first time getting into makeup, learning about foundations, learning about highlighting the face. Sometimes you see the creators on Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube, and you're just like, how did you get there? How A B E equals MC squared? I get it. I understand. I too was there, and they all were there too. Nobody just woke up knowing how to do their face. Mm-mm. It takes time. It takes practice. So be kind to yourself going through this process. Okay? Be kind to yourself. One thing I want to also make known, there is no one right way. For one, makeup, and for two, highlight the face. It's where you want to highlight your face. Now, there are certain trends, like the new trend the girls are doing is like right here and then like right here in the corner, and kind of like letting what you use right here kind of blend over here, and then using this to sculpt all the way up. A new trend now is to like snatch back the face, to like do a very angled up look so that it kind of pulls like this, which is a technique that came from drag queens. I'm just letting you know. A lot of the things that the Dolly Pops are doing now came from drag queens. But there is a specific way that I highlight my face that I'll be showing you what I do specifically. So I'm very light on the face and I highlight. So I'm going to go here. I'm not going to place over here, right here, here, and here. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Now, as usual, the camera is right in front of my face. So it's blocking my view of myself in my vanity mirror. So if you see me going and you just know I'm looking at myself in the mirror to make sure everything is where it needs to be. First and foremost, we're going to prime the face. I'm going to be using the Secure the Blur from One Size. You can use any type of primer that you want for your face. I also have the Milk Hydro Grip as well. Haven't used her in a while. I have been sticking to this One Size one right here. So this is the one I'm going to use. I was literally putting on my lashes and realized that I did not prime my face in my video from last week talking about the One Size setting powders, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Not priming my face, bro. What's wrong with me? That's not how I get down. But ooh, I was in a time crunch. I probably just wasn't paying attention. As you can see, very minimal on the eyes today. It's late in the evening when I'm recording. And, didn't feel like doing too much razzle dazzle. So, here is a lash. And here is a colorful under eye. That's it, that's all. Per the norm, coming in with the Fenty Ease Stick in shade 21. It's starting to get hot here in Houston. So I'm going to be kind of putting away my more full coverage foundations and going to be going more for skin tint during the summer. It's too hot. It's just too hot. Unless I'm inside. But if I'm outside, then, I'm going to need to do something a little more kind on the skin. So here we go. This is usually just as much as I put on. And I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender. And we're going to blend this all out. Now, there may be a day where I decide that I'm going to actually use a foundation brush to blend out when I'm doing the skin tint. That is not today. Maybe one day. I don't even have another foundation brush that's even just sitting around to use, but plan on buying some new brushes hopefully soon. Going in with a taste of this Juvia's Place powder from the I Am Natural Radiance collection. I also have the liquid foundation in this shade. It's my best shade match. It's my best shade match. If you have not watched my video about foundation, please go watch it. Really good information there. But just a little bit to kind of seal this off. Going to go in with my first seal with some setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. You can find this on their website or also at Ulta, maybe Sephora as well. So I'm an oily girl, so I always spray my first layer of makeup down and then let the fan dry it pretty quickly for me. So we're going to go ahead and get the fan going. And then, oh, too fast. There we go. We're going to just let the fan do the rest. If you are an oily girl, if you get shiny whenever you have makeup on, you get sweaty, I always recommend to seal your face at least twice when you are doing your makeup. At least once after you lay your foundation, and then after you finished everything, going in with an aerosol spray. And we'll get into that a little bit later. All right, now to the meat and potatoes of the video. Let's talk about concealers and highlighting the face. So, there was one point in time where I particularly was using this shade. This is the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in shade 400. I was primarily using this one to be able to highlight my face. And let me show you. She has a lot of more golden and red undertones, yellow undertones, okay? A lot more golden. I feel like I already have a pretty golden face. And I just had how naturally it looks. So, about a year ago, I decided I did not want to continue to use this one because I felt like it was making me look yellow and making me look orange. So, I went a shade higher. Excuse me, I went a shade lower. So now I use the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in shade 380. So, they're right next to each other. They were sisters.
Okay, they were sisters.
So this is the difference in colors. Now, you can see with this 380, she's just slightly lighter. It's not by a lot, but it's enough to look at that. It's enough to make a difference. And it really makes a difference on my face, I would say. I use the 400 more so to carve out my eyebrow. The lower part, my on my lower part of my eyebrow and on my eye. If I'm doing a neutral eye look, I'm using this 400. But when it comes to highlighting the face, I'm using 380. Now, if you are somebody with a skin tone that is a lot cooler, a lot more neutral, more into like your greens and things, you may want to use something more on the lines of the 400 to put that goldness back into your face. That's totally up to you. For me, I like to kind of cancel it out. So this is the one that I choose to use. You can use whoever's concealer you want to be able to do this. Totally up to you. I just use this one. I am a creature of habit, and I really enjoy what these products do for me. So I really like using this one specifically. I really haven't used any other concealers. I know that the Charlotte Tilbury one is really good. I've heard great things about House Labs, Rare Beauty as well, and um, Makeup by Mario, also Pat McGrath, obviously, um, and NARS as well are really good ones for you all to try. I'm gonna place it how I usually do, so I'm about to let y'all get up in this mug. So usually I'm placing it. I don't do a lot. I know sometimes y'all see the girls on YouTube or excuse me on like TikTok, Instagram, and they be slathering it. That's not that's that's not how I get down when it comes to makeup. Now, I'm always going to be more of a light to medium coverage girl. So, my usual placement is here. So, boom, boom, boom. One, two, three. And then I'm going to come down the side of the nose. And then here, here. And then here. You can see I haven't gone back into the bottle to pick anything up. I don't need to. Enough is on here. And then here on the chin. Maybe all. There we go. And that's it. Now, sometimes to help the transition of the color, sorry, I will get the 400 and just ever so slightly two dots. And that's it. Just to help with the transition of the color going down. Now, to blend this out, there's a couple ways you can go about this. Before, I was using a beauty blender and water. Yikes. Now, I use a flat foundation brush, which has been through the trenches as you can see, and setting spray. So I use the Urban Decay All Nighter again, and I'm going to wet my brush, and then I'm going to tap and blend it out all over the face. Now, keep in mind, you can choose to use a beauty blender and a setting spray, beauty blender and water, a flat foundation blush and water, or you can use a concealer brush, which that's going to be one of my next purchases coming up here too. I want to use a fluffy brush rather than using a flat foundation brush. I really like how this looks, so I'm sure it'll look great as well, but I'm just saying. So I'm going to spritz on my brush, and I'm going to go in and start to blend it out. Like I've said before, you can use as much or as little setting spray as you want whenever you are blending out your concealer on your face. I continue to go in and wet up the brush as I'm coming in. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to make sure all this is blended. I'm going to get as close up until the under eye as possible. Okay. I'm going to turn my brush over, which don't really matter, and then come right here and help blend that out. Now, sometimes the dolls who put a lot more concealer on the face like for it to dry down a little bit before they go in with the brush to blend out. I don't particularly do that because I don't use a lot. So I don't really need to wait long to go and handle that. So we're just going to continue till you can see how it's brightening the under eye. That's literally what it's meant to do, to brighten the face. So I'm going to come on the other side and blend out the other darker, richer, more golden concealer. Like I mentioned before, I literally just use it to help with the blend into my own skin. So we're gonna just do this. And you can you just blend until you don't want to blend no more. Until you feel like it's at whatever consistency you're looking for. Like I don't like mine to be completely invisible, but I still like to blend enough. I'm gonna come up the side of the nose too. You can choose to come up onto the top of the nostril. Some girls do that. Or you can just keep it down the crease. You also don't have to blend up in, the upper lip side of the nose. I didn't start doing this until this year. Before it was just the cheeks, just the bridge of the nose, and right here on the chin. So I started doing this literally a few months ago. But I like how it adds to the brightening of the face. If you do choose to blend here, be careful to remember that you got this space here and then right here at the top of the lip. So you want to make sure that you're getting all of those spaces. Although it's, whenever you're relaxed, you don't see it, but I like to still get up in there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm very careful with the chin area. I like to keep the product right in where I placed it, and then I'm going to slightly buff out, okay? So I'm going to try to tap right in around where I put the product, and I'm going to slightly buff it out here in a moment. Now I'm going to come to the bridge of this nose. I'm going to let that kind of sit for a second, and then I'll come back and gather that part down there. Now, most people, when they do choose to highlight, they will contour. Okay? Sometimes to kind of put that color back into the face after you've lightened so bright, some people will choose to contour. Totally up to you. Sometimes I don't want to, and so I may just highlight under the eye, but not the bridge of the nose, not down in the chin. So I'm just going to make sure this is... Now I'm going to get a little bit more wild with it. Just a little bit. To make sure she's blended out to how I want here on the chin. There we go. That's much better. Perfect. Now, that's set. That's settled. I'm not going to use any setting spray now. I'm not, until I get to my final seal, that's when I'll use more. But I'm done highlighting my face, and it's very slight, You can tell it's there, but it's not like a huge difference, which I'm totally okay with. I am going to contour my face, so I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty contour stick in the shade Espresso. I've had this one for a while. It's really, really good, and it's a really good shade for me. So I come here on the forehead, down here on the chin, right under where I just highlighted. Also over here. Some people even come like down here. I choose not to, no big deal. Some people also put theirs like right, super right under it. When I blend it out, it'll be where it needs to be. Who is that? I'm trying to record. All that noise. Ooh, Houston, boy, I tell you. And then down the sides, the bridge of the nose. Which, from the highlighting, it kind of already did it naturally, but no big deal. Gonna use a flat brush to go in. Now when I'm blending out, I do small circles working down. I want to work the product down. I don't want to work the product up into where I highlight it. I kind of want to stay where I placed it. And then same thing on this side. Blending this out. Now, whenever you are choosing what shade you're going to use to be able to highlight, whenever you go into Sephora, let them know, or whatever, place you're going into, let them know what you're looking for. Let them know if you're looking to really brighten a lot, if you're looking to be more neutral or more golden. That'll help you out. Sometimes naturally, they want to just give you whatever light shade that matches with it, but it may be too golden for you. That's what it was for me. I went into Sephora after using the 400 for the last time, to brighten my face, and then they were trying to sell me 400 again. I said, no, that's not what I want. I already have that one. It's way too golden for me. I need something that's going to be a little more neutral. So we just went one shade under. Now, they may try to keep you within that couple of shade ranges, but go as light as you want to. It's your face. Do what you want. Period. So usually I go in with my powder first, but I didn't, and that's okay. So I'm going to now go in with my setting powder. I'm going to be using my new one I just got from One Size in the shade Ultra Peach. I now have 4 setting powders, all from One Size. I have their translucent and their ultra pink in the travel sizes, and I have the marigold and ultra peach in their full sizes. They have not came out with the travel sizes yet, so I had to go ahead and get the full size, which is totally fine. So whenever you're placing this, you're going to place it where you put your concealer. So here, 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 and here. So let's get into that. I'm just going to place it ever so slightly. It's so finely milled, and that was something that was talked about on their website, which I completely agree. I knew that these setting powders were going to be good just because I already have 2, and I appreciate how finely graded they are. Perfect. That's all I'm going to use. Real light, real slight. Period. Now, usually I would be blending down my contour, but since I did that before, we're just gonna, we're just gonna sit and wait. Now, a word from our sponsors. Ain't no sponsor. The sponsor's Jesus. God, I'm corny. Now I'm gonna use this angled foundation brush. I don't know, to come in here and just dust away this setting powder. I choose to not press it into the skin. Something I started doing this year as well. Before, I did used to press it into the skin. Now I don't. and just dust her away. Now to go in with some blush. Going to be going in with the ColourPop in shade Jump Turn. This is from their Super Shock blush collection. They sent me this about a year and a half ago. I'm just gonna lay it really softly. I've mentioned this before in my previous videos, but if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I do choose to not come all the way down on the cheek with my blush, just because I like coming up here on the side of the face of the brow bone. Also, a technique I got from drag queens that I see a lot of drag queens do. They carry it all the way down, you know, because since they block their brow and their brows are usually up here, they like to just kind of fill that space with some color. So I got this technique from drag queens. Lastly, on the face, going to be going in with this Fenty Beauty highlight from their Kilowatt collection. This is the Diamond Ball Out, a really pretty silver color. So I'm going to find my big fluffy brush. And then we're going to just go on the bridge of the nose. I might, let's see. I usually don't go and combine it, but I mean, who gonna check me? Nobody. Actually, don't. Oh, I don't hate that. It actually gives it a really cute shine. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that gives it a really cute shine, actually. Oh, yeah, alright. We found a new technique. Maybe we found something else I'm going to be doing now. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's really pretty. Yeah. Sometimes I follow a little too close to the sun, so let me chill out. Chill out. Okay, that's fine. And then kind of back. There we go. I want the nose to shine. Period. I like that. Yeah. Of course, our final seal on the face. This is the One Size On Till Dawn setting spray. For my oily girls, your final seal needs to be from an aerosol, not from a pump super liquidy one. Always go with the aerosol. My choice is One Size. Hold your breath. Do not inhale. Ooh, but the face stamps, baby. The face stamps. And to end it out, a lip. So my new favorite lip has been Black NYX lip pencil and two of their butter glosses in shade Lava Cake and Cinnamon Roll. Cinnamon Roll. Here's the final face. Okay. Let me go get dressed and I'll be right back. Alright, y'all babes, here is the final face for the evening. I took a nap earlier, which was unintentional, but it happened. And then I got an invite out somewhere. I was going to record content anyway. So we don't have to waste a face today, period. But yes, I hope that this tutorial about highlighting the under eye was helpful to you. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see any more videos about how to sculpt the face and things like that. Once again, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe because it be lit over here. But as always, regardless of if you're new or you've been here before, thank you so much for watching another video with me on I See You Sis. And as always, be kind to yourself. See you next week.